Oh, good sir.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
You know what? I'm flipping the script. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
You know,
You got can you see your own face cam? You got like
yeah, let me.
some
Oh, I made it worse.
yeah.
There we go.
There
I
you
was like, it
go.
looks smudgy, but
it actually kind of looked cool the first time around
yeah,
and then you
it
and
did.
then
And
you
then I made it
smudged it
way
some more.
worse. Yeah, but it's fine.
Uh
I was like, wow, I look like kind of like ethereal, like ephemeral. And then it was
yeah.
like, no, now I just look out of focus.
Yeah. Did you see my tweet from last night? No.
Played Assassin's Creed after my parents went to sleep.
Yeah. Did you where are you? Would it
How many? Well, let me ask you. How many hours in are you?
53
Okay.
I think is
What arc are you on?
I've done everything on the map before you go back to Norway.
Okay, I didn't. I don't know.
So you haven't gone back to Norway though.
No,
Okay.
I am 74 hours in. I've done everything on the map, like everything on the map. Like I'm talking like mysteries, wealth, artifacts, everything. I have Excalibur, all of Thor's armor, except for one thing that you need to. I have every order of the ancient member killed, except for the father. And I still have to do the Yorkshire arc, the one in the north.
Yorkshire. So did you go to Westchester then?
Oh, uh I already did the Worcestershire arc. I'm pretty sure. I'm like in the north with Jarl Ragnar, whatever. No spoilers, mad spoilers everywhere. Unless you're
Yeah,
playing
I
this
mean
game.
we're not really spoiling anything. So it's not Hemming. You already did the one with like Villy.
Yeah. It's so I did the city where you talk to the poor fellow soldier of Christ,
Yeah.
and then I'm doing the one after that.
Interesting. So then you've gone to North America.
Yeah,
Okay. But
yeah.
you haven't done all the Asgard stuff.
No,
Like
because you don't have
you're
to.
legit done with the game except for the fact that you have to
Yeah,
do the remaining
arc. Yeah,
arcs and then yeah, I'm assuming because I'm the opposite. I've done all the arcs and I've essentially gotten the end of the game, like one of the endings because there's like three different things. There's the
yeah.
there's the order thing, there's the Asgard thing, and then there's like the actual ending of the game. Um, yeah,
It's weird because I did just look at your tweet. It's like they can't have super, uh, you know, final endings because of the way that these games work now, where it's like
well,
they
they just got to
always
keep it alive, and
it's that, and they always do two seasons of DLC that, and ultimately the like final season of DLC almost is always the real ending. Like if you go look at what happened with
yeah, and Odyssey,
Odyssey, it's
yeah,
like
it's
also
what
there's
leads
another thing with
to
Odyssey. The real ending comes when um you do like I don't remember exactly what you do, but like spoilers for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like when Alexios comes up and gives you the staff, that's not at the real ending of the game.
yeah. That's
That's
after
when you
you get
yeah,
all
that's
the mythical things.
exactly. And that feels like more of a true ending than
See, but even like the ending in Odyssey, um, all I'll say is I can't remember the last time a an Assassin's Creed game ended outside of the Animus that I was like happy with. Probably one, probably the very first one.
Revelations, man.
I
Definitely.
can't remember any of them after like one because one is so just like embedded in my brain for how many times I played one, and then Origins and Odyssey, because I just remember those, but
I
they're
like
just like
Odyssey.
yeah, I we'll get into that. I mean, like legit, like when you finish that, and when I essentially finish the other stuff that's included along with the order and
Yeah.
dude, let me tell you though, the zealots are actually the hardest people to fight in this game. I do not know why.
I'm
And I'm
like
fighting
level
I'm like
400, so nothing's
but the thing is I'm still fighting like guys that are 220, I'm 250
yeah.
or whatever. And they're still challenging. I don't know why. The dudes with the shield, see the one thing that I wish would have carried over from Odyssey as a perk.
Oh, grabbing the shield.
Yeah, it's grabbing the shield and ripping that thing away. Because for the longest time, those fights just take so long because they have the shields.
Yeah, my thing with the shield guys is just dodging. It's just like if you dodge their attacks,
Yeah.
you'll be a-okay if you just keep doing that.
Yeah,
You know.
the
But
perfect dodges. So.
you know, hey, that's a lot of Valhalla talk.
Right.
I am still super amped to like the DLC. I'm like just jazzed, juiced about this game. So
yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about that in a spoiler cast. So
yeah,
I'm sure that'll happen within the next week here or something. So, but welcome all. Welcome to the Good Games podcast today. We do have like a little bit of a structured format. Before I get into that, I'm Justin Harold, and with me, as always, my co-host Adam Issa, my best bud. So he kind of turned it around on. He turned it around on me today, asked how I was doing. That was very good.
Yeah. No, I gotta keep you on your toes. You know, it's like I don't know, babies or something when you gotta teach them stuff.
Yeah,
that's just life. That's real life, except for adults. Because you know what? I think we're allowed to get into our ruts. You know, we gotta become uncomfortable. We gotta flip the script all the time.
Yeah. So today, me and Adam are going to go through the nominations for the Game Awards. We're going to go from the bottom up to all the way to the top. So there's going to be a lot of these that I personally won't be able to give like a good prediction on. I'll probably just like lean the opposite way of Adam. So I'll just try to lean the opposite way on for a lot of these ones, or because a lot of them have to do with like names of certain, like they have nicknames. So I'll go like with whoever's nickname I like better.
But, okay, that's fair.
But yeah. So the nominees got announced Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't think I think what we'll do is we'll just start, and if we get to like one that we kind of like want to talk about a little bit more.
Yeah, we can.
And we can. Yeah, we'll get into it and everything. But I got my notebook and everything.
I got the website pulled up as well. So
yeah, so do
and I'm gonna vote what we choose so that I have like a record of it, because you could look at your stuff later.
Oh, all right. Then maybe I won't have to.
We'll write it down too. You know, we can both have it. I'm just saying because, like, you know, I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So looking here, the first one we got is best esports team. Recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2020. So
this one's interesting.
So we got Adam. You wanna?
Yeah, I got you. So Dom won the Dom 1 League team, the Dallas Empire Call of Duty team. Dom won Call of Duty, and Dallas Empire both obviously won their respective leagues. So Dom won Worlds, Empire won the CDL, G2 Esports. It's G2, obviously. San Francisco Shock, which is Overwatch, and then Team Secret, the Dota team. Okay. Personally, I think this is easy. I think it's G2 because G2 is just like what the most popular esports team, period.
Okay.
But Dom won. I think it's a League of Legends team because it's the biggest esport. Yeah, so Dom won or G2.
When I was going and looking through these things, I was just like, you know what? When it comes to the games in these categories, I'm probably just gonna go and lean towards the League of Legends players or teams. So I'll take Dom 1 if you take.
Okay,
G2.
I'll take G2. Yeah.
So I have to like sign in though. So I'll do this later, but I'll just put.
Yeah, you write it down. It down.
Yeah, Dom 1 gaming. All right.
Dom 1.
So Adam has G2. I have. And we'll like, I don't know.
We'll after the Game Awards, we'll make sure we I don't know.
Come back to these.
Yeah, we'll
get a tally.
Yeah, because last time it wasn't close, but
no, not at all. The last time we
did
it was
like right before. Yeah, we did like.
Yeah, we didn't even really do it. I don't even think we did it like before. We were just kind of like the nominations came up like on the screen, and we were like this, and
yeah.
The only one we really talked.
We wrote it down. We wrote it down. Like.
Oh, did we really?
Yeah.
Well, now we are.
Like literally, we were like, "Yo, do you want to do predictions?" And I was like, "Yeah." And you were like, "Okay, bet." I obviously put way more effort into it because you were like, "I don't know any of these, and I'm just gonna guess." And I was
right,
like, oh,
right.
I gotta pick. I gotta make sure.
All right. So another category that I'm not gonna know too much about, which I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's weird. I'm in the esports for my journalism class, but I don't pay attention to anything outside of my Ohio State beat. But we got best esports host, the best host or commentator of esports events, both in venue and or broadcast in 2020 in respective or game or language. Sorry.
Yeah, irrespective
So
of game or language.
yeah, Adam, take it away with
Golden
the
Boy does all sorts of stuff, but mostly OWL. Machine, I think he's CDL. Shocks, EU LEC, Dash LCS North American, and Sheever do not know. I gotta go with my girl Shocks. I love her to death, dog. Shocks.
I'm gonna go with Dash just because I like the portfolio picture they have.
Dash is a very cool guy.
He looks very dapper, very professional. Looks
Always
like he's calling some sort of game. So I'm gonna go with James Dash Patterson. I like that.
League of Legends guy.
That's a good choice already.
Sorry, then. LEC is the European league, and then LCS is the North American.
Okay. Yeah. And then you have Shocks. Okay.
Yes. My girl.
Shocks. Got it. All right. So now we get into something that I can bite into a little bit. So we have best esports game for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates. Irrespective of genre or platform. So we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Valorant.
I'm taking League.
I'm also going League on this one. I'm not. Again, I will have 3 League picks in a row. I do not care.
I mean, me too.
That's just like the safe bet. So
100%. It always is.
Yeah, I don't think there's any arguing any of that. So
after you, but I know what I'm taking after that.
For best esports event, recognizing an event across single for multiple days that delivered a best of class experience for participants and broadcast audience. So we have Blast Premier Spring 2020 European Finals, Call of Duty League Championship 2020. I can't even say that. What is that one, Adam?
I am Cataways 2020.
Okay. Maybe, hold on. Actually, I just thought of something. Can I share my screen?
Oh, share your screen. That would be good.
Yeah, and then put us up in the corner, like right here. So that way we can still see. All right.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. All right. So we probably should have done that for the first few, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's, we're learning.
Yeah, we're going along with it. So, all right. What do you have? You can continue down the line. Sorry, we kind of.
I am Cataways 2020, League of Legends World Championship 2020, Overwatch League Grand Finals 2020.
So you're gonna go with League of Legends?
I'm taking World Championship. Yeah, guy like me gotta take what he can get.
I feel like I could maybe lean on the opposite side and just go like Overwatch League Grand Finals, because
that's
Overwatch
a good one. Don't go Call of Duty League because there was it was a shit show low key. Like I think it's getting nominated just because it's a big esport, but like that event as a whole was kind of a shit show. So
okay, I'll just go Overwatch just to be a little bit different.
Go against the grain.
Yeah, just so I can get a pick that's different than the League of Legends one.
100%.
So, I really am butchering my handwriting right now, but oh well.
Hey,
all right, now I think we're still on esports. Never mind, I'm wrong.
You want to get out of here?
I need to get out of here in order to.
We got 2 more, so let's
get
roll
into this. So, best esports coach, the esports coach judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2020. Adam, you go ahead with these.
Zonic, CS:GO, Krusty, Overwatch, Grabs, League of Legends, Zephyr, League of Legends, and Rambo, Call of Duty. I'm taking Grabs. Listen. Grabs. It helps that I know who these people are, by the way.
I like Zephyr. Zephyr's a cool nickname.
Yeah, he's good.
Zephyr or Sonic, but I'm not sure how CS:GO works too much. So
he's wearing 2 headsets, so like that's kind of just a power play.
Right. All right. I'm gonna go with Zephyr. You're gonna go with Grabs.
Yeah.
Just trying to be different again. I'll take my losses in these first couple categories. It's all right. So then we have the final one, which is best esports athlete. The esport
This one's
athlete
tricky.
judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2020, irrespective of game. Adam.
This one's tricky. So Crim6, Call of Duty, obviously, very good. He just won his third world championship. Showmaker, also very good. Canyon, also very good. They both just won the championship. Shotzi won the championship. And Ziowu, don't know. I don't watch that much CS:GO, but he looks like he's having a good ass time. Look at him. Look at him, really cute with the one ear. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll let you pick first.
I like Showmaker as a nickname,
So you
but
taking him?
I'm see, I feel like League of Legends is just the safest route to go.
I mean, it dominates this.
But this man, if you're telling me this man Crimsic has
I was
three
low-key gonna
wins,
take Crim6.
I'm going with Crim6.
I'm also going with Crim6.
Yeah, that's fine. So
For because if not, I was gonna go Canyon, but I think the fact that this is also like a North American
event.
show, yeah, helps.
That makes sense. All right, so now finally getting out of categories, something I still won't really be able to talk about because I haven't played any of these games. I've heard of some of them, but we have best debut game. For the best debut game created by an independent studio, so we have wait a minute. See, I've heard of Phasmophobia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to ruin the rest of these names, so Adam, you go for that.
Carrion, Mortal Shell, Raji, and Ancient Epic, and Roki, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. So when I was diving into like how I thought the voting would go for these, I was kind of just like, all right, maybe they'll go off of like how these games were reviewed. But honestly, if I was just going off of popularity, I'd probably say Phasmophobia.
I also think Phasmophobia, just because like it's hard to beat a game that has more cultural and more impact than like nobody's played Rocky. Like it's a great game. Nobody's played it. Nobody's played Raji. I would be surprised if those games won. But Phasmophobia, everybody was raving about. And Carrion's good, but it's not going to win. Like I think Carrion's really cool, but it's
what
not
about this
win.
Mortal Shell game that looks like Dead Souls?
Mortal Shell is cool, but like again, I like you said, it's just Dead Souls or Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. God damn it!
Souls.
You made me say it. No, yeah, and Phasmophobia is like very cool. So I think that personally.
Gotcha. So we both got Phasmophobia for this one.
100%.
All right, so this is going to be a good one. I think we may have differing opinions on this one. So we have Content Creator of the Year. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2020, we have Alana Pierce, Jayanna Lopez, Nick Merckx, Tim Tatman, and Valkyrie. All right.
I love my girl Alana. That's all I'll say.
I know all these people except for Jayanna Lopez.
She's good. She's very cool. But
what does she primarily stream? Not really.
I haven't watched her in a while. I've just seen like clips of her, so I'm not entirely sure. But like, she's not winning.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that Alana and Jayanna Lopez are not winning this.
I don't think I think it's between Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman. I hate to be that guy, but
really,
yeah. I just think they're the two most popular. So it's like, it's hard to beat them, especially in this one, because I don't think this is one that journalists vote on.
Oh, really?
I think,
is it like one of the ones that we like? It just
I think it is. I think it's only decided by votes from the crowd. Which again, I would like to demystify the whole Game Awards voting, but they keep it very under lock at how this stuff is decided. So I mean, it makes it more fun, but.
When I looked at this, I had it down to two. I was gonna either go Nick Merckx or Valkyrie. I think I'm gonna go with Valkyrie just for the off chance that her viewership has grown, like immensely.
I'll go Timothy the Tatman, mostly just because like he blew up Twitch with that whole Fall Guys thing. So
yeah, that's true. I do remember that. All right, so you have Tim the Tatman, and I have Valkyrie.
This next one's gonna be rough. This one's gonna be a hard one.
Ooh, best multiplayer game. I already know which one I'm gonna choose.
I think so too, but like there's a lot here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think there's a lot here, but
Well,
best
read them off. Read
multiplayer
them off.
game
Yeah.
for outstanding online multiplayer game and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experience. Did I say that right? Is that it?
Massively
Yeah.
multiplayer experiences. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just kind of a weird sentence, but irrespective of game genre or platform, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout, and Valorant. So part of me wants to say Animal Crossing just because, it's in the game of the year category already.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking, right? But Among
I
Us
feel
is
like,
like the big like it's the only thing. It's the only place it's nominated
let me
is
ask you, so while we're doing these, are you going
yeah.
off of what you think is going to win or what you want to win? We probably
What I
should have
think is
established
going to
this.
win.
Ooh. Ooh.
What
Okay, because
I'm gonna
I've
do,
been
I'll
going
do
with
a
who
what I want to win when we do our game of the year, our game of the year stuff. I'll tell y'all what I want to win. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
But so you're
uh,
just going with what you think is going to win.
I
I'm
I'm
kind of
doing what I
having like a
think is gonna win.
mix of
Yeah,
both. So,
letting your heart
um,
decide
yeah.
and your brain decide.
So you're thinking because of how popular Among Us is right now.
100%. It's been so popular for so long, and it
Well, it's still
so
popular
big.
at the right time.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. But like, here's where I get like goofed up. Animal Crossing New Horizons, huge.
Right.
Among Us, huge. Call of Duty Warzone, huge. Bigger
Yeah.
than all these games combined.
Mm-hmm.
Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, huge. Valorant, a little less huge. Valorant's the one where I'm like, it's probably not winning.
I think Fall Guys and Valorant are
Yeah,
like
but
we're
like,
too early in the year. They had
but
their
even these
rise.
four, like, I mean, say what you will about Fall Guys, but
Yeah.
it dominated the conversation for like 2 months.
Yep.
So these four, this is like hugely tricky. But I just think I'm thinking Among Us because it's the only place it's nominated.
Part
Which
of me, oh, that's a good idea. Part of me wants to say Call of Duty Warzone just based off of the fact that it does continue to have updates and it continues
see,
to.
but I'm thinking that it'll win best ongoing game, and that's where
I
I'll
disagree. I have another pick for that. I'll
no.
go Call of Duty Warzone for this one.
I'll go Among Us.
That's fair. So he's going
Oh
Among
God,
Us.
this. Oh, but I already know this one's easy.
All right. So next one, best sports racing. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. Listen, I don't know too much about this one. I'm probably
Well,
gonna.
let me read them. Right. So
Yeah.
Dirt 5, F1 2020, FIFA 21, NBA 2K 21, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2.
I'm picking Tony Hawk.
I'm picking Tony Hawk because it's a real game.
All right.
Yeah. Like I think these other games are good. I think mostly like Dirt 5 and F1 2020 are the good ones.
But
I could give a damn about FIFA and NBA, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater is like a real game. You know what I mean? So I think it'll win.
Word. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with sharing that one. So, best sim strategy game. Best game focused on real time or turn based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, XCOM, Chimera Squad. The way you are looking at this, I feel like you're gonna say Microsoft Flight Simulator,
You
right?
know I'm gonna say Microsoft Flight
All right,
Simulator.
it's another one we're sharing on that
because
one.
here's the thing, right? Crusader Kings 3, nobody played. That's not true. But Desperado 3 and Crusader Kings 3, a little bit lower, like not huge. They didn't break everything. Same with Chimera Squad, Gears Tactics. And here's the thing: nobody has anything bad to say about Flight Simulator, and I think that's what ultimately like gets you the win at the Game Awards. Like, and we'll talk about this later, but like, if you're not even as ambitious, but you're like bulletproof almost, I think you win for a lot of these cases. So yeah, I'm going Flight Simulator.
That's fair. I was gonna maybe like think about XCOM just because it's XCOM, but
people actually like it was like okay, and I'm a big XCOM guy, but it was okay.
Gotcha. All right, best family game. All right, I feel like this one is easy, but I could
There's
be
so
wrong.
many.
Best family for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout, Mario Kart Live, Home Circuit, Minecraft Dungeons, Paper Mario, The Origami King. I'm going Animal Crossing on this one.
I am too.
Yeah,
I just think that it's like the perfect family game. It's also nominated, like you said, for Game of the Year.
right.
And I think but it's so funny to see that Nintendo just has half of this. Uh,
Yeah,
like it belongs to them.
right.
But yeah,
All
I
right.
think Animal Crossing is a good
Ooh, this should be a good one. So I don't
bet
know. Maybe not. I don't know. Best
there.
fighting for the best game design primarily around head-to-head combat. Like Grant is that Grand Blue Fantasy Versus?
Grand
Did I
Blue
say that?
Fantasy Versus.
Okay, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. Yeah. One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. That's Adam's pick. Just
No, but I got you. Under Night in Birth EXE late control reset.
So I'm going Mortal Kombat 11.
I'm going Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Okay.
And that's because it's like the only new game here. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, which like is tricky, right? Because Mortal Kombat won last year, I think.
Okay. Okay.
So I feel like I'm gonna go with the new one and its Arc Systems. So
That's fair. That's fair. I got you for that one.
oh, here we
Yeah, I
go.
just Mortal Kombat. It's
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
said,
I mean,
it won last year. Could just
it's a very safe bet.
yeah. So, this is one that I feel like we could be able to talk about, but I've only played one of these games.
I've sort of played a few of these, so I'm
Yeah,
down to talk.
best role playing game for the best game design, which with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. That just sounds so weird to me. We have
MMO, like you know,
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royale, Wasteland 3, Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm gonna let you pick on this one. I've only played Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I also don't think
yeah.
that it's going to win.
Really, I was maybe gonna pick Final Fantasy VII Remake,
See,
and that's I've played all of these for the most part. Like, not played, but I've dabbled in all of them. I have not beat Persona 5 Royal, but I played a lot of Persona 5. I dabbled in Wasteland 3. I'm still playing Yakuza Like a Dragon because it just came out. That game's very, very, very good. And Genshin Impact I played a little bit of.
see, I'm leaning into Persona 5 just because of how much I've heard about it and the reviews I heard about it. So the only other
Uh,
one was probably Yakuza Like a Dragon or Final Fantasy 7, but
it's interesting because I feel like it could be like, you know, we didn't really do Persona 5 justice the first time it came out. So like now it's time to, but I still think Final Fantasy 7, it's so tricky because nobody has anything bad to say about Persona 5.
yeah, I'm going Persona 5, just FYI.
I'm gonna go Final, gotta change it up. I'm gonna go Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Word. I'm down for that. All
Oh, this
right.
one's
I need to
gonna
play
be hard.
Yakuza. I just finished Assassin's Creed, so I might
Yakuza's
move on to that.
so good.
So now we're gonna get into some more very challenging ones, I think. So we have
Yeah,
best
these
action
ones are gonna be hard.
adventure. For the best action adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and The Last of Us Part 2. Almost forgot about Star Wars Jedi Fallen
Yeah,
Order.
that's why they put it here because they're like expanded this category just so it's like, yeah, we messed up last year, so let's put it in here.
So, side note, I went after I beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla, or essentially beat it.
Yeah,
I went into Game Pass and started downloading games, and
yeah.
I have downloaded all the Ori games that are there. So I can't
They're
speak on it right
so good.
now.
They're so good.
I can't speak on it right now. I honestly am torn between three games here: Assassin's Creed, Ghost, and The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, I don't think Miles Morales is winning.
No.
Just because it's the same game as last time. It's
Mm-hmm.
better, but it's the same. Ori is very good. Probably, you know, mechanically better than almost every game on this list, except for maybe The Last of Us. But I still don't. I just don't like. I think when you're when you're fighting against giants, it's difficult. And I also think it should win Best Platformer. So, and then Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is just the ship has sailed.
Yeah. It's been too
Which yeah,
long.
I hope doesn't happen to Cyberpunk. I doubt it will, but it's just interesting to think about.
Man, I think I'm gonna cut Ghost of Tsushima off.
Dude, so before you do that, here's the thing. Nobody has anything bad to say about Ghost of Tsushima except for me. But no, I don't even have that much bad to say about it. But like, nobody has anything. Like, that's what's so tricky for me. Nobody has anything for that game but love. But when I look at The Last of Us Part 2, I think it is like number one. I think it's the most ambitious. I think it's easily the best game on this list. But so many people disagree with me, and that's where it's gonna like get tricky for The Last of Us. And I also just think Assassin's Creed is like, because it's Assassin's Creed,
But see, I don't know, the traverse. I don't.
Yeah, see, it's tricky, but like,
maybe I shouldn't cut. But the thing is,
now it's hard.
It's also like a matter of knowing what other categories these games are in that I may or may not have them winning in.
Yeah, I also
so
don't
it's
think a
like-
lot of people play like that, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I think they do that for the Oscars, but the Oscars are a much, much bigger like deal. Not to be mean, but
action adventure. But Assassin. No. I don't know who are you going with?
I kind of talked myself into going with
Tsushima.
Ghost, but I also like best action adventure. Maybe I do want to go Ori. Combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going Ori because it's better than basically every game on this list, in my opinion, except other than The Last of Us. So I'm going Ori. The GOAT.
I really should play Ori because the puzzle solving part of that intrigues me. There's not really puzzle solving in The Last of Us or Ghost. There's like not puzzle solving, but like there's
puzzles in Valhalla, but
yeah. I'm so high on Assassin's Creed right now. I'll put Valhalla.
All right, bet.
It's probably a really bad choice out of the four that are here.
Actually, it's on there for a reason.
I'm cutting it out. I'm putting Ghost.
Okay.
I'm staring at Ghost
better.
right now.
That's a better, honestly, argument.
Oh man. Best action for best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, Streets of Rage 4. So
I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna win, but I'm going Doom for my heart.
You going Doom?
Really?
No. I'm not going Doom. You're going Doom.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say
I thought you said
Half-Life.
I'm going Doom.
I'm gonna say
Really?
Half-Life.
Okay, interesting.
Hades is interesting because this is like
I think Hades is gonna win it all, but we'll get there.
Yeah, Hades is a game that I've heard just really recently before the awards came out and everything about. So, but Half-Life, I feel like when it came out and it being a VR game,
kind of pushing the medium forward.
Yeah, I think it's really, really. I want to get a VR set and play that and a couple other games.
Now you got the machine to do it. When you do, I'm coming over.
Yeah, but so I got Half-Life and you got Doom. I think Doom's a very good choice though.
I think Doom. I think it's Doom or Hades. Realistically,
gotcha.
When I break it down, I think it's Doom or Hades. I just think it's gonna be Hades personally, but
actually, you know what? Fuck it then. Because Half-Life is up on this. Half-Life
I'm
is later on
I'm
this
giving
list.
you the answers.
I'll go Hades.
Okay.
You're gonna take Doom.
I mean, I have to for my brand, for my life, I have to take Doom. But I don't think it's gonna win. Oh, this one's easy.
I think this one's easy. So innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperroot, The Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legions. I think we're both going to Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Grounded. It's either Last of Us or Grounded. I think Grounded's interesting because it with the arachnophobia mode that made all the news, but I still think it's The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, gotcha. So there we are. So best VR AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform, we have Dreams, Half-Life Again, Marvel's Iron Man VR, Star Wars Squadrons, and The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. See, I really wanted to be able to put Walking Dead in there.
Yeah, but it's like it's
Half-Life.
Valve, so it's Half-Life,
Yeah.
and nothing even comes close because it's like that's like a real full game, and everything else is kind of just vibing
Highly
out.
unfortunate because Walking Dead is,
Yeah.
from what I've heard, very good as well.
I
So
agree, but
so this is the one I think. Wait a minute.
this one's
Maybe
hard.
not. Maybe not the one that I thought we were going to be talking about. We had something earlier. Anyways, best community support. Recognize a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockoff, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant. I'm going Destiny 2.
I'm going Fall Guys, and I
Okay.
think it's mostly because of the social media. But it's tricky. Honestly, I was thinking about Destiny 2, but also like everybody's always angry at Destiny, so I can't go Destiny.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just think
But
that
maybe
they
Fortnite,
continue
I
to
don't
pump
know.
out content all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
So
true.
that's that. So best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of
Runeterra. Legends of
Runeterra,
Runeterra.
Pokemon Cafe Mix. Oh
I know what
gosh,
you're
dang
doing.
it. Oh, I'm going Among Us.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Yeah.
again, it's just so big. It's
Yeah.
huge.
Among Us. All right. Poor Pokemon Cafe. All right. Best indie game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Carrion, Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Spelunky 2, Spirit Fair,
Yeah.
right? Hades, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's just Hades. Like
another game.
one
That's
of these
just
is nominated for Game of the Year, and 4 aren't.
So that's fair. That's
But I
easy.
mean, there's some great games there. Not to take anything away from them, like
Ooh.
Fall Guys. And
So this is maybe the one I made a mistake on. All right, best ongoing.
Yeah.
Awarded to the game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. I'm actually gonna just stick with Call of Duty on this one.
I'm also sticking Call of Duty. I think it's still the biggest game out right now, and it's still getting.
It has the widest audience.
Yeah, it's just. They did a great job. They knocked it out of the park with that.
All right, we have games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. If found, Kentucky Route Zero TV edition, Spirit Fair, Tell Me Why, Through the Darkest of Times. I'm gonna go with Tell Me Why.
Okay. I could have expected that, but I'm going Kentucky Route Zero TV edition because it's legitimately one of the best games ever made.
What did you play that on?
Just my Xbox, but like Xbox or Switch, one of them. But like, holy shit,
Gotcha.
it's so good. I just don't think anybody's played it, but I gotta go. Like that's what I'm going for my heart because like that one's so good. Oh, this is the hardest one. Okay, here we go.
Best performance. Awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. Ashley Johnson as Ellie, Laura Bailey as Abby. Can you say that one?
Asuka Tsuji, I think, but
please I don't want to. I would have slandered that way worse than you. That's why I asked you to do it. As Jin Sakai, Logan Cunningham as Hades, and how do you say his first name?
Naji
Jeter as Miles Morales.
Yeah, Naji Jeter.
So I mean, we're looking.
I got a lot to say about this. Right. So here's what I'll say. Just on technology, this is where it gets difficult. I think we throw the last 3 out just because technologically, the mocap, the animation, the performance capture from Naughty Dog is just better. Like I played Last of Us Part 2 and then I went to Ghost of Tsushima because they came out pretty close. Ghost of Tsushima looks stiff because of how good The Last of Us looks. And that's still true for every game that isn't The Last of Us. Everything else looks very stiff. But the question is, Laura Bailey or Ashley Johnson?
See,
And, oh,
this is a hard one because I agree with you. I think to make it easy on you, and it's not even going to be easy, but I'll go with Ashley Johnson.
that's not easy. I'm going Ashley Johnson.
We're going to leave
No,
Laura
no,
Bailey out.
because I think the scene, spoilers. I'm not actually going to say the spoilers, but there's a scene early in the game that I think won Ashley Johnson this award. And I think Laura Bailey does an amazing job,
Yeah.
but I think Ashley Johnson is just given more.
Yeah, I think there's more in her
Her work's
character.
quieter. Laura Bailey's work is much quieter, and that doesn't play whether I think it's better or not, but that doesn't play as well to award shows in the same way that Ashley Johnson's work, which is a little bit more flashy,
Yeah.
does. So
Yeah, I think that her character within The Last of Us with Ellie just has more opportunities than Laura Bailey's Abby does. Yeah.
but
So we both
everybody in
go-
this category is incredible.
Yeah.
Like truly, everybody knocks it out of the park.
Absolutely. I'll have to see Logan Cunningham as Hades
Oh,
later when I get the chance. So now we have best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Doom Eternal, Half-Life, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, The Last of Us Part 2. It's got to be The Last of Us Part 2.
You take Last of Us, I'm taking Doom.
Okay.
The audio design in Doom is next level. Like, you know, I it's incredible. So yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
taking Last of Us for another sound category. So I gotta.
Gotcha. Best score and music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, The Last of Us Part 2. Interesting.
It's actually kind of hard because I was gonna take The Last of Us, but also like there's one thing that everybody agrees upon with Final Fantasy VII Remake, even where they don't even if they don't like the game, they're like the soundtrack's incredible.
I agree. Because
but-
I have thought about buying the vinyl.
Yeah, I have
So-
on multiple occasions as well, even though it's really expensive. But also Doom. And,
I'm going Final Fantasy VII.
and The Last of Us and Hades and Ori. These are all so good.
I'm
It's
going
like
Final
it's like,
Fantasy.
do I want to be different or do I want to win? You know what I mean? Because like if I want to win, I just go Final Fantasy VII.
That's fair.
But
Hey man, you do what you do. I'm
But I
kind of
wanna
just going
be-
off of my mind, like right
Yeah.
off the bat, as much as I can.
yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
hard
go.
'cause
I'm gonna
I
go
need-
Last of Us just for my heart because I think that game's actually. You know what? I'm going Doom actually.
Doom? Okay.
Yeah,
Two
because
Dooms
this
in a
is
row.
crazy.
You got two Dooms in a
Crazy.
row.
Yeah.
We might have to do this again, like right before, if I play all these games that
Oh, like a yeah. That's
like
fair.
a right before, or like if we do like the live reaction or something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So best art direction for outstanding. Did I read the for outstanding? Yeah, I did. Okay. Best
Yeah,
art direction.
you don't have to, honestly.
For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Last of Us Part 2. This one is hard for me because I feel like Ori and Hades are two games that like they pop because they have like a unique art style to them.
Yeah.
However, I'm kind of kicking The Last of Us Part 2 out of this. Like,
Yeah, that's not. I honestly think Last of Us and Ghost are like.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, man, it just pops so much for me.
I just think that it's based on something else, and that like helps so much. But it's also like, wow, they did a great job reinventing. I'm going Hades, mostly just because like the art style is a huge part of why that game's successful. But you know, I don't know.
To be different, I'll go Ori.
Okay, that's
I
a
think
good
that's
one because
fair.
Ori's very pretty. Like my heart wanted me to go Ori, but you know,
I also think or he got snubbed, but that's something to
from
talk
Game
about
of the Year.
later. Yeah, I think so.
I would,
From
but
what I
it had
from what I've
technical
heard,
issues. It had
again, I have
technical
to play
issues.
these
I mean,
things.
it did. Like it's probably my like top 3 right now. But
yeah,
it's tricky.
So best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, The Last of Us Part 2. I have to go The Last of Us Part 2 because straight up just narrative right smack in your face.
Yeah. I'm going Last of Us for a couple of these.
Yeah, I think that one was easy. So
yeah.
Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and The Last of Us Part 2.
I'm going The Last of Us because, like, again, I think it's like God of War, where it was like that game's directed. You can feel it, like that is a director's showcase. And yeah, I'm just going Last of Us Part
2. I feel like The Last of Us 2 is the right answer, but I also think that Ghost of Tsushima is the right answer.
Okay.
Just because of it being this and Hades are 2 like brand new games. So
I mean, but Hades has been out for like a while. It's just been in early access.
But like in terms of like, all these other games have something to go on from before.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. So they're new IP. But that doesn't mean it. I mean, this is direction,
But is it because the game is, but creative vision and innovation in game direction and design?
It's not about like, it could be, I mean, this is basically Final Fantasy. This is like the 19th Final Fantasy game, but it's nominated. You know what I mean? It's solely the game as a product and singularly how.
So how are you viewing it? How are you awarding it?
The direction of The Last of Us Part 2 is incredible. I don't think any of these games are really even close, except for maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake. The game design isn't bad, which helps. Like I think they've innovated on their own. They've iterated and innovated on their own game design in a way where it's like, it helps push them to the forefront. Because it's not like The Last of Us Part 1 where people are like, oh, the gameplay's all right. No, nothing's holding this game back. It's
all right.
That's me.
I'll put The Last of Us 2.
I talked you into it. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons, The Last of Us Part 2. I have it down to 3. I think you have it to one that I have kicked out. So I'm kicking out Doom Eternal, Hades, and Animal Crossing, mainly because those are the 3 games I have not played. So, but from what I'm hearing, Hades is a good choice. I'm interested to hear what your choices are. You think Hades?
I think Hades is going to win. I'm picking Hades. I mean, Last of Us Part 2 is personally, nothing's coming out that is going to be my Last of Us Part 2 for my game of the year. Like, it's just, I played that game. I'm in my 3rd playthrough right now. I think that game's actually nearly perfect for me. So personally, I want The Last of Us Part 2 to win, but I think Hades will win. And I think it's like we're getting another Sekiro situation where it's like people love this game and they have nothing bad to say about it. And that's what's gonna carry it.
My personal is Final Fantasy VII Remake. My actual is Ghost of Tsushima. I just think oh god, I dropped my pen. No, man.
It's all over now.
It's gone. It's for me, Ghost of Tsushima, like you said earlier, I don't think a lot of people have negatives to say about it. Plus the new multiplayer that came out for it, which I'm assuming they are grouping into the game.
Yeah, I mean, they can't.
It just adds to the greatness that was already there. I think it's a newer game. And for me, Doom Eternal's not doing it for me. Animal Crossing isn't doing it for me. I haven't played Hades. I wouldn't be able to comment on that. I think people have a weird taste about Final Fantasy VII Remake compared to me. Again, the first time I've ever played a Final Fantasy game. So it completely different. I understand that there is it's built off of something. The Last of Us Part 2, obviously me and you have this game in high respects. But I hold
one of the best games ever made, and people just don't like it. So, whatever.
I hold Ghost of Tsushima in a pretty high place. I'm also gonna put it down for a +1 with Jeff because it got Jeff back into story playing games. So
Oh, okay. So Jeff's voted for that.
I mean, I think that's what he would. He's only played one game on this
No.
list.
We gotta ask him. We can't misrepresent. But no, I'm kidding.
So you're going Hades, and I'm going Ghost.
I gotta go Hades. I gotta go with the off-brand pick. I just think when you feel something mounting, like when you feel momentum mounting for something, I think it's best not to ignore it. And I feel the momentum mounting for Hades, like really, really hard. So
I'm just going back over our picks. I think I have The Last of Us Part 2 for 4 times, winning some award, and you have Hades 3 times for winning 3 different awards in terms of like what we voted for the most, I think. So very interesting.
I didn't pick Last of Us more than Hades. Oh my god, I'm a failure.
No,
I can't believe this.
I'm looking back through it. Nope. So
why did I do this to myself?
I don't know, man. It'll be interesting. Honestly, in my opinion, this Game of the Year category blows away last year's Game of the Year category.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you kick Animal Crossing out and put Sekiro in there, and that's maybe the only game in there. What? I'd even like the only game from last year that is like coming that's like beating out this category or anyone else in this category is you're taking Animal Crossings out or Doom Eternal maybe. I don't understand how people
Doom Eternal stays everywhere.
Well then I'm telling you, I'm kicking Animal Crossing out and I'm putting Sekiro in.
Oh, okay. But what about Death Stranding, the GOAT?
No.
I love Death Stranding. Bring back Death Stranding they failed Death Stranding. Death Stranding should have won, but yeah, no, I don't disagree with you.
I just think that this year was incredible. And I think all these games have fair merit except for Animal Crossing. I really don't understand. I don't understand it. I think
I get that,
Ori got chipped. I think Ori
Animal Crossing
chipped.
was the biggest thing.
But it's the biggest thing, but I don't understand why people praise it so much. It's just like a game that you play to de-stress.
It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Sure, it's not ambitious and it's kind of just more Animal Crossing, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's nearly perfect.
I don't like it.
I mean, you not liking it. I don't like a lot of games that have. Well, that's not true, but I might not like something, but I see that I think Animal Crossing is good. I don't think it's Game of the Year, but I see why it is there.
I don't understand it. I think Half-Life and I think Half-Life out of all the games that could have been in Game of the Year got cheated, and I saw. I mean, it got 10s, dude. It's a VR game that got straight 10s.
It got 10s because it was just hype. To be honest, in my opinion, I think that game's
Did you play?
I have not played it obviously because I'm not gonna spend $3,000 to play Half-Life Alyx, but I've watched it and it's just half. It's not the whole I don't know what the IGN guy was on. I don't know what he was huffing. I'm gonna be honest, because that game is not a 10. That game is not doing anything crazy insane for it to be a 10. I think it's cool, but it's not better than something like Boneworks. I don't think. Not really.
So let's talk about this though really quickly. So the way that these they do the voting for the categories is they take
so this is the jury, the nominees. Yeah, the voting for the nominees is Holy Press and some other people.
Yeah. So nominations for the Game Awards are selecting by a voting jury of 95 leading media and influence outlets across the globe. So this just means like
Scroll
how
down,
these
and
how
it'll
these
show you
teams
all
got
of them.
in. No, I know that, but this is how we got to those games being in those nominations, correct?
Yes, these are
So
the
we
people.
don't know that these are the people that are going to vote for.
They also vote.
Okay, so because this is how I was going for on the game of the year is like I just went and I looked up the 3 games that I had played, and I was like, all right, what were the scores? How many of these guys got 10s? And when did they dip? Who did they get them by? I was like, oh, The Last of Us Part 2 will probably win. Because when I went and I looked, The Last of Us 2 has a longer list of 10s from more of the people on this list than Final Fantasy VII Remake and Ghost of Tsushima. But also Ghost of Tsushima has like a brand new part of it that doesn't. I don't know that it got like rated or anything, but
No,
I think when people will relook on it when they come to vote, it might sway their vote a little bit. But
my thing is though, it takes one person to give a 10, and then it's like if me, you, and like 2 of our friends, and I was like, Last of Us Part 2 is a 10, and you're like, I do not like this game. Our vote as a outlet is not going to be that we're voting. So that's what's tricky to me, because there are enough people who are like not as into The Last of Us, even in media, that is giving me pause. If it wins, I'll be incredibly happy. I think it deserves it more than any of these games, but that's just me. I don't know.
Interesting.
Because like again, like the one guy at IGN gave Half-Life Alyx a 10.
Yeah.
And that's not, that does not reflect. I mean, it that's IGN's score, but it does not reflect every person who works at IGN and how they feel about that game.
Okay, I got you. So like you're saying like they'll give it to like let's say like 10 game reviewers in IGN and like the majority wins. And that's IGN's one vote for game of the year.
I don't know actually. It's very tricky. I don't actually know how it works all that well. But I'm gonna assume that's how it works because it's easy for my brain.
Yeah. Maybe we'll look it up later.
Yeah. Well, no, I've looked it up and I've not been able to ever find like a full definitive answer. I remember hearing about kind of funny talk about it last year. Maybe I'll look up and see if I can check what they did. But yeah, I don't know. But
interesting.
Death Stranding was dropped. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't even know what I picked last year. Last year was such like a bum year. And all honesty,
it was like there was Control, Death Stranding, Sekiro,
the Resident Evil 3
games. All Resident Evil 2. It was
2.
Resident Evil 2 last year.
Yeah.
So that's 4 pretty damn great games.
Yeah, but again, I'm only knocking Sekiro into this group, and I don't know where it places in this group. Because again, another game I haven't played. But hopefully, with Game Pass, a lot of these games are on there. Sure. So I'll download. And since I have to wait a few more weeks for Cyberpunk, I got time.
3 more weeks, baby.
So we'll see.
You're close.
Well, maybe I am. And then we'll get a week away, and then who knows?
We're kicking it down the road again.
Maybe I'll just
We'll talk about Cyberpunk.
Go into hibernation
in the 2021 Game Awards now.
Maybe we'll see. So, all right. Well, I think we'll call it there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for viewing. Maybe give us your thoughts in the comments about one or more of these categories. Probably the Game of the Year category for most people because it's just easiest to talk about. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good discourse for a lot of these games, so I'd be interested to see what other people's thoughts are. But yeah, if you don't got anything else, I think we're all good.
All good.
Awesome.
Everybody have a good stay safe, stay healthy, all that.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.